Hey, welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Ruby and today we're going to be going through my spring TBR. I decided to switch from a monthly TBR to a seasonal TBR because I just feel like when it's a monthly TBR, it kind of puts a lot of pressure on the reader to stick with that, and while it's not super hard to do it, I just rather be a mood reader and just kind of have some sort of structure and list, but not be too in like that restrictive mindset of I have to get through these and only these, you know what I mean? So I feel like doing it by season will be a lot better. And according to Google, spring runs from March 19th through June 20th, which for some reason I thought that spring ended at the end of May, but I guess not. So we have a lot of time to get through these 10-ish books. You'll see what I mean by 10-ish, but it is pretty much 10 with a little exception. But yeah, some of these just have really been on my mind. Some I've been too scared to pick up. Some of them I don't know much about, but I want to get through them. So let's just go ahead and dive right into book one. So one of the books that I want to get to in spring is A Faked Ink and Blood by Danielle Jensen. This is just the first edition hardcover. You can still find this in stores. I went to Barnes & Noble the other day and they still had plenty of copies. Books A Million also had some. So if you want to pick this up, you totally can. It is really beautiful. I love the like light blue sprayed edges. They're metallic. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but it's really, really pretty. And like I said, you can still pick this one up. But the main reason that I want to read this is because I heard it being compared to like Powerless by Lauren Roberts in terms of the banter. So apparently this book also has really good banter, and that's one of the things that I love the most about Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I know that the book, you know, just like every other book, has like the haters and the people that love it. I loved it though. I love the banter, and apparently this is similar on that level. So this is a Norse inspired romantasy. So I think that in itself is intriguing because if ever I read mythology, it's Greek mythology. I really don't step outside of Greek mythology. If I did, it would be to Roman, but really Greek is my favorite. I don't think I've ever read anything that is Norse inspired. So I think this will be interesting. This is about our main character, Feyre, but she's a shield maiden blessed by the gods, battling to unite a nation under a power-hungry king while fighting her growing desire for his fiery son. So obviously there's a forbidden romance in this, and I'm guessing that they're going to spend time together, and that's where the banter is going to come through for us. So I'm excited for this. I feel like it does have mixed reviews, but they're skewing positively. A lot of people say that this is not bad. It's just not as good as everybody was making it to seem, because when people were reading the arcs, they were saying this is going to be the next big book of the year, the next romantasy of the year. And a lot of people went into this with super high expectations, thinking that that's what it was going to be for them, and it wasn't. I'm remaining hopeful. I'm going to try and like keep my expectations down and just hope that I have a good time, because if I have a remotely good time, it'll be a win for me. Next up, we have a YA fantasy book, and this one is like historical romance-esque, but in a fantasy world, because there is magic in this. So it is A Fragile Enchantment by Alison Saft, and this is a very good edition of this book. I used to have the YA book box, but now I canceled that and I received the adult book box and the romantasy book box, which the romantasy is new for Fairy Loot. So I heard that the first book, I heard what it was, and I'm not into it, but we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and use all my skips, and if I like use them all up and I'm not loving what I'm seeing, I'll just cancel it. No big deal. So yeah, I just think this copy is really beautiful. I did see Illumicrate did one, and a lot of people like the Illumicrate one better, but I really like this. Like, a lot of people didn't like the cover, but I think it's really pretty. I love the like pink metallic foiling. It's just really pretty to me, so I'm happy to have this. Also, the end papers are gorgeous. They have the characters, and then here's the other one. And then the like real beautiful thing about this book is the naked hardcover. Like, definitely the naked hardcover in this one is better than the Illumicrate one in my opinion. But look at that. Like, does that not look like a fairy tale? It's so beautiful. So, like I said, I'm really happy that I got this one. It's so gorgeous. And I hope that I like it. This has been described as a Bridgerton reimagining, but with magic. So I'm intrigued. A lot of people were let down by it, but again, if I remotely enjoy it, it'll be a win. Apparently this girl, our main character, is like a seamstress, and she ends up making clothing for the prince and romance. So I can't wait. I can't wait. I feel like it's gonna be a fun time, and if it gives me Bridgerton vibes, I will be happy, because I actually did enjoy the books. Were they the best thing ever? Absolutely not. But I had a good time reading most of them. The only one I didn't read was the last one, but I will read it at some point. But yeah, I hope it gives me those vibes, because I'm ready. I literally renewed Netflix because I need to watch the next season in May. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. Like, really excited. Next up, we have one that has been on my TBR forever. Like, forever. And I always say that I'm going to get to it, and I never do. But I think it's time, because I even bought my brother a copy of book 1 and book 2. Currently, there's only 2 books out, but there is going to be a third one. I just don't know when it's going to release. But it is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. This is a YA fantasy book that is very beloved. It centers like Arthurian, what is it? What is the word? Lore? I don't know. But yeah, apparently it is a really good YA book, and I love YA. Like, I know a lot of people are like, you're a grown-ass adult, move on, but like what you like. And I really like YA when it's done well, and I hear that this is done really well. So I will be buddy reading this with my brother. At this point, we have so many books that we want to buddy read. I think he's like currently starting The Hobbit, but I already read The Hobbit. But we're doing that with the intention of moving on to Lord of the Rings. That's a series that I've been putting off because I've been scared, but I'm gonna do it. And he's gonna join me. So yeah, there's obviously 2 books, but I at least want to get to this first one in spring, and I'm sure it's going to be a really good time, a really fun time. So yeah, if you've read any of these, let me know if you love them or you hated them, because that definitely like affects when I pick something up. So let me know for sure. The next one is a book that I've been really nervous to pick up, but I've been very interested in because it is pretty popular. I feel like a lot of people that read like high fantasy and are very much fantasy girls really love this series. It is a 4-book series, and it is a completed series, which all the ones that I've mentioned so far are a part of a series that are not completed. This one is done. And so I saw the book on Pango, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy book 1. And if I love it, then I will just purchase the rest. I will look them up and see if I can find them. Because I really want them. Although, I don't know. At this point, I really need to go on a no-buy. But I don't know. If you're getting rid of it, let me know. I'll buy it. But yeah, it is Malice by Jungwin. This is book 1 in the Faithful and the Fallen series. And listen, this is a big boy. It is a long book. It is over 600 pages long, and this is book 1. So I just find this very intimidating because even though I am a fantasy reader, I have not delved into the like high fantasy realm on purpose because I've been scared. I'm sure that I'm gonna love these things because I love fantasy so much, but high fantasy just takes some effort. You need to pay attention. There tends to be a large cast of characters, and it is just more difficult to appreciate it, to enjoy it, but it is so gratifying. Like, the plots, the world building, the character development, it's usually all in these books, and I think this is a really good one. Plus, I looked at what John Gwynn looks like, and he looks like a freaking badass. Like, I was surprised. I did not imagine that or picture that, but yeah, we have already in the back, I'm assuming these are all the different points of views of different characters. So yeah, I mean, I think this is gonna be a ride, but I am very excited for it. This is a book that I know nothing about, and I want to go into it like that, not knowing what I'm getting myself into. I just kind of want to immerse myself and see where it takes me. So this one for sure, if you've read it, let me know, because I've been very hesitant, but I'm trying to be brave and trying to read all the books that I've been putting off because I'm too scared to read them. There is some more on this list, and I don't know, I think it'll be fun. I'm thinking of doing a reading vlog where I read books that I know nothing about and have been putting off because I'm scared. I think that might be fun. This would be one of them, so let me know. Speaking of books that I've been putting off and I know nothing about, The Sword of Kaigen by Emma Wang. I have heard nothing but good things about this. People rave about this. People say that it is such an amazing book with amazing writing. It has war. It has elemental magic like Avatar: The Last Airbender. All fun things. But again, it is a thick one. There's a glossary in the back. You know it's getting real when there's not only a map, but a glossary. And it is a big glossary. Like it's like a straight up dictionary at this point. There's just so many words that to me mean nothing. There is literally a cast of characters. Like you get all the pages with the different cast. Like if anything is intimidating, it is this. So I obviously am going to read it because I bought it. But again, this is something that'll take time. I don't rush through any book that I read, really. I'm actually a really slow reader, but I feel like this one's going to take even more time because I'm going to have to be just really mindful and just pay attention and maybe even notate things, write them down so that I know what's going on. I don't know. I am excited, but I'm nervous. So hopefully I can get to this one. And then one that I picked up recently that as soon as I saw it, I don't know, it caught my attention and I'm really excited about this one. I think if anything, this one I will pick up fairly soon because I'm that excited about it. It's Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. And I had never heard about this book, but I saw someone, Reagan from Peruse Project, is it? I don't know. But her name's Reagan, I know that. And she was reading, I think, like the latest book in this series, and I was intrigued. So this is described as like a Regency era book, kind of like Bridgerton, but with fairies. And listen, that's all I need to know. I don't need to know anything else other than that, and I'm intrigued. And I saw that the author actually has 2 novellas in this world also. So there's 3 main books and then there's 2 novellas. But if you just sign up on her website, like for her club thing, I don't know, you get free access to the 2 novellas. So I'm excited about this. I hope that I love it. And it's not very long, which is good. I think it's like under 300 pages, which is great because those are all super thick books. So this will be a fun time, I hope. And then the last ones that I have physically, that I own physically, I'm counting these as one because they're part of the same series, but it is the Throne of Glass series. So I'd like to get from Crown of Midnight to Queen of Shadows in the springtime because I've been putting this off. I've been putting this off because I'm afraid that I won't love it, which is ridiculous. I just need to read them. I have them on Libby. I have them on my Kindle, so I just need to read them. I'm sure these need no explanation. We all know what Throne of Glass is about. But yeah, I'm excited and I hope to be able to get through these 3 at least by the end of spring. And the last 3 are books that I don't own, but I very much will be reading in the springtime. I know that I'll be reading these 3. The first one is one that I know absolutely nothing about. I don't even know what genre it is. That's how little I know about this book. But a lot of people seem to really love it. It is The Spear Cuts Through Water. I think it's by Simon Jimenez. Right? I'm not sure. But I have this on Libby. I had it on hold forever. And it finally came up. And I feel like I need to read it. Like I said, I know 0 things about it. Not even the genre. But I feel like it'll be fun. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think I'm going to do that reading vlog of reading books that I just don't know anything about. And then seeing how I come out of that. So yeah, I'm intrigued. I like the cover. It's blue and green. So we'll be reading that. And then 2 new releases that are coming out, I think in April. I don't own them, but I did pre-order Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez from Barnes & Noble. I think it's a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, and it's actually going to have illustrations, which I think is really cool. So I did go ahead and pre-order that because it is in paperback, and I've said it before, but I like my romances in paperback, so I will be reading that one. I'll get it as soon as it releases because Barnes is really good at shipping it out a couple days before so that you get it right at release date. And then the last one is Funny Story by Emily Henry. And I know that I didn't really talk about the plot of these, but I'm sure they're going to be in a reading vlog because they both sound so fun. They both sound like they're going to be so entertaining. Funny Story by Emily Henry, I am not buying. And as an Emily Henry stan, you're probably wondering like, what? You're not going to buy it? No, because I learned my lesson with Happy Place. I thought that there was not going to be a paperback, so I bought the hardcover, and then the paperback came out. So I'm pretty sure they're going to do the same thing with Funny Story. So I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to wait. But I did put it on hold on Libby like over a month ago because I want it. I want to be like first in line. So I'll be reading that. I'll read anything Emily Henry puts out. And honestly, I'm probably going to do a dedicated Emily Henry like reading her catalog vlog because I need to. I mean, I love Happy Place so much. It is one of my favorite books ever. I need to read them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the 10 books that I want to get through in the springtime, and I'm excited. I really love discovering new books, finding great ones, finding what I like. And the more that I read, the more that I realize what I like and what I don't like. Like with romance, it's been a really good ride because I started off really not reading romance at all, and now I'm really diving more into it. But I think that I found where I'm comfortable right now, because I know that a lot of girls like really smutty romance, which to each their own. Like maybe I would love it too if I gave it a chance, but I'm not there yet. Like, you know, I haven't fully crossed over to that. I dip my toes once in a while, but I feel like I'm just pretty new right now. But I think that I found that I really like things like Emily Henry, Ali Hazelwood, where there is some romance, some smut sometimes, but there's still a story, a plot. You know what I mean? I think that it's like a good little transition. And so I'm really excited. Abby Jimenez is another one that I tend to love her stuff. So let me know, what are your priority reads for the springtime? Because I'm always looking for recommendations. So if you've read something recently that you've loved, that you think I need to read, let me know. As always, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon with a reading vlog. Listen, that was a good time. That reading vlog, those reads, those books, that was a good time. So see you soon with that one. Bye.